the legalization of a border and ongoing national campaign to denuclearize the Rohingya, which include removing them from the Myanmar soil and destroying them an ethnic group. This process began under the military rule, General Newing, and continues until today. Even in this process include the military operation known as Nagami in 1978, which reported result in an estimated 250,000 Rohingya being driven out into neighboring Bangladesh, and many being declared illegal migrants. Then 1989 Citizen Security Exercise, which Rohingya National Registration Certificate, the only fake proof of their citizenship. At that time, were removed. Military and civilian campaigns against them in the 1998, and the violence against Rohingya in Rakhine State since June 2012 in Tango, which has led the mass displacement and further disproportionate restriction for the Rohingya. Revisions of the 1982 citizenship law need to place in a much border set to reform, aims at protecting Rohingya and religious minority in Myanmar, reversing the trends of increasing racial, religious hatred and violence against in Myanmar, only for the Rohingya. The 1982 citizenship law deprived the Rohingya of the citizenship in Myanmar. Under this law, full citizenship is primarily based on members of the national race, which were considered by the state to have settled in Myanmar, period in 1824. The date of the first occupation by British. Despite generations of residing in Myanmar, the Rohingya are not considered to the amount of those official indigenous race, are those effectively excluded from full citizenship. The criterion for citizenship is based on deeply flawed and outdated nation about the races and ethnic identity formation that were prevalent during the colonial period in Myanmar. The 1982 citizenship law is discriminatory on the ground, especially for the race and ethnic group. Since access to citizenship is primarily based on discriminatory on the ground of races and exclude certain races and ethnic groups. Most notably, the Rohingya, hundreds of thousands for whom have been made stateless by their policy and their plans. Neutralized citizenship in Myanmar may be applied by the individual and their children who can provide conclusive evidence that they entered and resided in Myanmar period to 4 January 1948, where we got independence in Myanmar. The date of the state successive from the British, due to the lack of documentations and the arbitrary and discriminatory implementation of the law, the effective exclusion of the most Rohingya and neutralized citizenship. The high standard required to acquire neutralized citizens that replace the more reasonable mode of the 1948 Citizenship Act are not compliant with the international standard. Furthermore, there is significant evidence to suggest that within the next widespread corruption and impurity of 1982 citizenship law has been applied discriminatory and arbitrary manner that has further leads the deprivations of the Rohingya citizenship. But today they are called, we are not citizenship. How can you call citizenship? Now I am 22 years old. I saw only 2 cards and here 1 card. When I was 15, I got the white card, which is called temporary registration card TRC. when I am at the age of 15, at the class 9. In 2013, after matriculated, I got another one card, receipt card. This is the poster. I have still this one. When 2016 and 17 period, they forced us to take the embassy. Finally, we came to Bangladesh just to escape our life from them. Because they forced us to take the embassy. Thank you.